once again, we are all welcome to this platform for this facilitation period, MTA 303, Vector and Tensor Analysis. My name is Segun Oke. So you've had my introduction before, so I don't need to go back to it again. So let me just share my screen and we'll proceed from there. Can you see my screen clearly, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So the last week, the first class, I was able to try to introduce you guys to some concepts, but I don't want to go back to it again, or let me just see what I can do concerning that area. On your textbook, this is your textbook. So we have to cover elementary factor algebra, factor differential equation, which comprises of gradient, divergence, and curl, the line integral. Then the second module we cover what we call the Green theorem, divergence theorem, stroke theorem, tensor analysis. So I believe all of us were in mathematics, right? Or what discipline are you doing, guys? Are we all in mathematics?
Physics. No, sir. I'm doing physics, sir.
How many of you, who is doing physics? Lazarus, are you in physics?
Yes, sir.
Samuel Chibuza is also in physics.
Oh, okay, that's good.
We're all physics, sir. This stage was given to only physics students.
Not only physics students. We have mathematics students too, they are taking it. The people in education also, they are taking it. I taught this in the last semester and I can testify to it. Okay, let me proceed without much ado. Okay, let's look at this question. It says, number one, if R1, remember I gave us some analysis in the previous class. We talked about when you are given, okay, before I give you the question, let's look at this, what we talk about. When you are asked to calculate the magnitude, where you have A equals to A1I. Please, in this class, you just have to write plus A2J plus A3K. So what does it mean? So absolute value of A will give you this, square root of A1 squared plus A2 squared plus A3 squared. That means we're talking about R equals to Xi plus Yj plus Zk. So in each point we can also find our R, the modulus of R, which is the magnitude, to be X squared plus Y squared plus Z squared. So we did this the last time on magnitude, and I was able to explain the magnitude and the resultant with us. But today, if you are given this particular question, let's say you are given if, that's the question one for today, R1 equals to 2I minus J plus K.
I can't see the screen. Okay.
Is your network. If you cannot see the screen, it is your network.
Just
Then
zoom it, zoom it if you can't see it.
R2 will be I plus 3J minus 2K. Then R3 is equals to, I think I solved this question in the last class, right? Did you watch this one? Was it part of the last question we solved? Hello? Are we there? Samuel, Ifeanyi, are we all there?
Yes, sir.
So please, once I ask question, please answer. If you don't know, let me know that you don't know so that I can know that. Because once I share the screen, I won't be able to see you guys. Find the scalar.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm here, sir.
Find the scalars A,
All right,
comma
sir.
B, comma C, such that our R4 is equals to AR1 plus BR2 plus CR3. The question is, how many of us remember this question in the last class?
I haven't gone through the last class.
Okay. But okay, let me solve it. You guys still need to go there and try and solve for it. How do we solve this problem when I have this question? So how do we solve this problem when you have this question? The solution is here. I think I'll need to change my pen to the red. Okay. So don't forget that in this case now, we are required, what is our R4? Remember, this is what they asked us to find. And you are given R4 to be this. So it simply means R4 equals to everything there. That is the meaning. R4, what is our R4? We have 3I plus 2J
plus 5K.
Plus 5K, thank you. That is our R4 equals to A. What is R1? Everything in R1, put it there. We don't have it to be 2I minus J plus K plus B. What is R2? Everything in R2 will be here. I plus 3J minus 2K. Then R3 plus C in R3 minus 2I plus J minus 3K. So what we need here will be open the bracket with A, open the bracket with B, open the bracket with C. So in this case now, I will need to do this 3I plus 2J plus 5K equals to, if I begin to open this one, let's say, let me take all the I. If I'm taking all the I, it simply means I'm going to have 2AI plus BI minus 2CI. Do you agree with me? Hello?
Yes, sir. I agree, sir.
Do you agree with me?
I agree, sir.
Okay. Then let's say plus.
So I'm not seeing part of that screen here. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Seriously.
No, it's your network. Locate a good place where you have a strong network. Are you using your laptop or you are using your phone?
I'm using my phone. I could not connect with my laptop. I'm using my phone.
Wow.
I can see it now.
You can see it now. It's network.
It's coming late.
Please don't on your video. Off your own video.
Yes, my video is off.
Okay. So that your network can be stable.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's continue. So let's do the same thing to B. To J, rather, sorry. To J, we have minus AJ plus 3BJ plus CJ. Then plus, we want to do the one of K now. AK minus 2BK minus 3CK. Now, we proceed. We can factor all the components out by saying 3I plus 2J plus 5K equals to 2A plus B minus 2C. Everything multiplied by I component plus negative IA plus 3B plus C J. Then plus A minus 2B minus 3C K. So I have this. I can go ahead and equate it to each of the correspond. Look at this one now. 3, let me pick this marker. This one can equals to this. This one can equals to this. Why this is equals to this? Do you agree with me?
I agree, sir. I agree.
So we can now proceed by saying 2A plus B minus 2C equals to 3. Because you are mapping each of the components. I can call this one equation 1. The second one will be minus A plus 3B plus C equals to 2. Equation 2. Then A minus 2B minus 3C equals to 5. Equation 3. So this is what we will solve. You are going to solve this one in order to get, I'll use simultaneous equations to solve them. So I believe you know all those ones. I don't need to go through that. So if you solve it very well in your own way, solving you have or do I need to solve it for you?
So I don't know what to say.
Do you still remember
simultaneous equation?
Yes, of course. I remember, sir.
Okay.
So if you
you want to say something?
I remember simultaneous equation, sir.
Who among us having a challenges with this one? You can raise up your hand.
I don't think there should be anyone, sir.
Okay. You speak for yourself, please.
Well, physicists, sir.
Okay. When you solve this one, you have A equals to minus 2, B equals to 1, and C equals to minus 3. Therefore, our R4, we can have it. Remember, we are asked to find the R4 from this question. Say R4 equals to this. we need to find the scalar of ABC. So R4 will be equals to -2 R1 plus R2 minus 3R3. The vector R4 is said to be linearly dependent on R1, R2, and R3. Any question? So we've solved this in the last equation too. Then I want you guys to please take your time and make sure you solve it. Any question? Any question? Okay, let's move on to the next things to solve. Let's talk about find the dot products, and from then we can proceed. Number 2, find the dot products of the two vectors shown below. I don't want to bug us with the notes. I believe you have your course materials. I will just make sure I lay more emphasis on the examples. Sorry, I received, can you see what I'm saying now? Hello, guys.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what these people are doing. They're supposed to upgrade. I believe this is upgraded, but unfortunately it was not. Can we, if this thing plays, if it is, if this Zoom close, please log in again. Is that okay?
All right, sir.
Let's just click the same Zoom link again, because I don't know why it's giving us this. So let's continue. We have A. Let's look at the question. A is equals to 3I plus 4J. And the B, 5I. We call this one A. We call this one B. We call this one B. 5I minus 2J. Then anytime you have A to be equals to AX I plus AYJ, and B equals to BXI and plus BYJ. What happened to this? A dot means if I have A dot B, we have, that is, this will map to this, and this will also map to this. We have AX BX plus AY BY. Now, for A dot B, for the products, for the dot products we have here, is going to be 3 in bracket 5 plus 4 in brackets -2. So at the end of the day, you have 15 minus 8, which is equals to 7. Please take notes. When you have I dot I, what does it mean?
It's -1, sir.
I dot I, is it minus? Where do you see minus?
It's equal to 1, sir.
I dot I, now you are going to complex number.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Aha. I dot I is what?
1.
J dot J is what?
1.
And I dot J is what? And J dot I is what? Are they 0 or 1? Hello? Please take notes. It's there in your notes. So all these are not, you don't need any Jupyter. The major thing is high dot high will give you, that's why we can able to multiply the two together here. That's why we can be able to multiply this one. We assume this one will be 0, and then we can proceed. So if I gave you another one, you have said number 4 now. If I ask you to find dot product of A, we have 4, -4, then B -2, 3. So they now said we are asked to find the dot products. Find the dot products. So for us to find the dot product of this, it's very simple. All you need to do is remember the solution will be, first of all, get your detail. From here, we know that this is my 4, -7, right? This is AX and AY. Then here we have -2, BS, and 3, BY. So, and I know that A dot B is equals to AS BX plus AY BY. So I can proceed by solving this problem. It's very simple. Take this one to multiply this. It said 4 in multiply -2 plus -7 in multiply 3. So you have -8 -21. At the end of the day, -29. Same thing happens to all. Remember, we have different laws, which I want you to go, guys, to take your time and read those laws. For example, when you have, let's look at this one. If I have my A to be equals to 5I minus 4J, and B equals 7I plus 8J, and my C equals to 3I minus 2J. So now asks us to find Roman figure 1, A dot B plus C. Then Roman figure 2 says 3A dot B. 3A dot B. Then another one says, Roman figure 3 says 4 in bracket A dot B. So for us to solve this, how do we solve? The solution now will be, make sure you write, please. Don't just sit down and be watching the screen. That is why you are there. Now we can solve this problem amicably. One of the things you need to consider in this case is, how do I get my B plus C for Roman figure 1 now? First of all, got B plus C. When you have your B plus C, what do we have? B plus C will be 7I plus 8J plus 3I minus 2J. Don't forget, component to component, I component to I component, J component to J component, K component to K component. So we can say this plus this. We have 10I plus 6J. So that is the solution for this. Then we can now go ahead and say A dot B plus C. Share the screen now. I hope, can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's continue, please. Sorry for the interruption. So we have our A from the question. A says 5I minus 4J. And I have my B plus C to be 10I plus 6J. So I can proceed by saying 5 in brackets 10 plus minus 4 in bracket 6.
So the screen is off. You are not seeing anything on the screen.
I think it's the network. I can see it.
Can you see the screen now? The screen is on.
I can see it, but it's not. I can see what you're writing is not reflecting.
Don't worry. I know. I was trying to clean the board.
Okay.
Okay, so we have -4. Can you see my handwriting now?
Yes, I can see it.
So we have 50 minus 24 equals to 26. So that is, I believe others can also see it now. Hello?
Yes, I
Yes,
can see it, sir. I don't know about this.
Okay, number 2 now. Let's calculate solve number 2. Number 2 says 3A. That means you need to solve 3A before you find the dot of B. 3A will be 3A equals to 3 in bracket A, 5I minus 4J equals to 15.
Excuse me.
Minus.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I couldn't get the remaining part of the first question, sir.
Which of them, sir?
Okay, I'm seeing it now.
Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So, like I told you, you need to find, we are asked to find 3A dot B. So what we need to do, find 3A first, and when we find the 3A, which is equals to 15I minus 12J, that is 3A. Then 3A dot B will be 15. It simply means 15I minus 12J dot, what is B? Our B is what? Anybody?
7I plus 8J.
Plus 8J.
Plus 8J. So we can now take them one by one. 15 in bracket 7 minus 12 in bracket what? 8.
Minus 12 in bracket 8. Yes.
So at the end of the day, you have what? 105 minus 96, which is 9. So these are the elementary ones that we are also exposing ourselves to. Everybody, can we do the last one by ourselves? Let's see what you get. The last one says Roman figure 3 is 4 in bracket A dot B. All you need to do is find the A dot B and then multiply your final answer with 4. So let's do it now. I'll give us 2 minutes. Just a minute, rather.
I got 12.
You got what? 12. Any other person?
Hold on, sir. Just a minute. This is. I got 12, sir.
You got 12 too. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's simple. Like I told you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, I got 12.
You got 12. That's good. So it simply means 4 in big brackets. I have 5 into 7
12, sir.
plus minus 4 into 8. Yes. So at the end of the day, you have 4 in bracket 35 minus 32, which is equals to 4 into 3. At the end of the day, you have 12. So you're right. So that is how we rule it out. So, but let's look at this question. Let's look at this question. Find you can mute your mic if you are not talking because of the recording. Find the magnitude of each vector A, where you have A to be equals to 2I minus 4J plus 6K. What does it mean? Remember, the magnitude is A to be equals to AXI, that is A squared rather, AS squared plus BS squared plus CS squared. So at the end of the day, in this case, we can substitute the magnitude to be, what is our A in this case? We have AX to be 2 raised to power 2 plus -4 squared plus 6 squared. So what we have here, you have 4 plus 16 plus 36, which is the same thing as square root of 20, square root of 56. Remember, you can
see, it's not showing on the board, sir.
It's showing is because of your network. Can others see it?
Yes, sir.
It's showing. Just try and locate a very good spot in your area where you are. You will see it clearly. So how do we break 56 down? 4 multiplied by 14 is what? 56. So that means I need square root of 4 multiplied by square root of 14. So at the end of the day, you have 2 root 14. Any question? Any question?
No, sir.
So we have this, then we can proceed by looking at let's look at this question. Another one. Let's look at this. It says we have this magnitude of A, magnitude of B. Please mute yourself. 30 degree. And you have this. So we are now looking at A dot B. Remember, A dot B in this case will be absolute value of A. Please write this formula down. Absolute value of B cos theta. Absolute value of A, absolute value of B cos theta. So we can now proceed by solving this one. It's very simple. We know what's going to be, this is 8, and this is 15. So in this case now, we know absolute value. We only need to calculate A dot B. So it's going to be A dot B equals to 15 A cos 30. We know cos 30 to be what?
0.5. 0.5.
If you don't take it to points, look, put it in the radius. You have A dot B to be equals to 120. Cos 30 in this case will be square root of 3 over 2, right? So at the end of the day, you have this cancel this, you have it to be 60 square root of 3. So in this case now, A dot B will give us 103.92. So they can ask you A dot B in different way. They can ask you A dot B in different way. Look at this one now. So this is 120 degrees. and our absolute value of A is 10, then magnitude of B is 8. So what will happen to this? A dot B will be A dot A, B cos theta. So I have 10 in bracket B, which is this. What is cos 120 in this case? Anybody? Cos 120 will give us, this is 80. You need to go and revise this, minus 1/2, which is minus 40. Our A dot B is minus 40. Now, when you have angle, they ask you to find the angle of effector. How do we solve it? Look at this question, says, find the angle between the two factors. Find the angle between the two factors. So for us to find the angle between the two factors, we have A to be 3I plus 4J, then B to be 5I minus 5J. Remember, we have A dot B to be equals to A modulus value of magnitude of A, magnitude of B, cos theta. Now, we are looking for theta in this case, which is the angle. How do we solve this issue of angle? The first thing that comes to your mind as a physicist or mathematician is this. Let me make cos theta subject of formula first. So if I make cos theta subject of formula, I will divide both sides by absolute value of A and B. That is going to be A dot B divided by, to be equals to cos theta so this goes with this. So I have cos theta to be equals to A dot B over absolute value of A and absolute value of B. Then I can first of all solve this one and solve this one. Then the value that I realize in both will now be the one that I will now find the theta. So how do we go about it? Let's solve A dot B. We know how to solve A dot B. A dot B is equals to what? Let's go back to A. Our A dot B will be 3 in bracket 5 plus 4 in bracket negative 4. Then I know that absolute value of A is the same thing as the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. And absolute value of B, look, I'm just trying to split it just for explanation's sake, will be 5 squared minus or plus minus 4 squared. So in this case now, I can get this one. If I want to get this one, I will have minus 1. In this case now, I will have this one to be square root of what? 25. Do you agree with me?
I haven't seen it, sir, because I think my network is all that you've written. I've not seen. Yeah, I'll see it.
Sorry for that. You can watch the video, but keep on listening. So I will continue to talk again. So absolute value of B will be the magnitude of B. That's what we are calculating now. Is going to be 5 squared plus in bracket of minus 4 squared. So it's going to be 25 minus 6 plus 16. So when you add this one together, you have square root of 41. So I can proceed by saying that my A dot B over magnitude of A, magnitude of B is the same thing as A dot B is -1 divided by square root of 25 multiplied by square root of 41, which is the same thing as -1, 5 root 41. So that is what we have as this. So we can continue by saying that in this case, I can now find, remember I have cos theta to be equals to -1 over 5 square root of 41. So we can say make cos subject of formula. So it's going to be theta equals to arc cos. If you have your calculator there, you can press the arc cos of the entire value. You will see what you're going to get. Arc cos -1 over 5 square root of 41. So you have 91.79 degree. But the question is, are we done with that? No. We still need to find another thing. So that settled the part, the question of this particular one. So I will look into another question that also talks about the other aspects whereby we use SOHCAHTOA. I believe you still remember SOHCAHTOA?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions so far? Hello, Uzeni. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay, you can mute yourself. Somebody is using the, what is your name? The person with the nouns number. Matric number 211. What's your name, please?
Damilola.
You said?
I think it's Damilola.
You can rename yourself, please. Put as your real name there. You are from which center, please? Uzain?
From Abuja.
Abuja, okay.
Yes.
The other person is from where? The matric number is from where? So, any question, please? Before we proceed. So that let's look at this. But in case you have So our AY is equals to 4. Our AS is equals to 3. Remember, we're looking for the angle A. So when you have theta, will be arctan AY over AX according to this law. So Quadrature. So quadrature means opposite over adjacent, adjacent over hypotenuse, opposite over adjacent. I believe you still remember. So in this case is opposite over adjacent, which is, that is opposite over adjacent. That's what we use here. So if our tan theta is equals to opposite over adjacent, so it simply means AY over A subscript X. So at the end of the day, our tan will be arctan AY over AX, which is the same thing as
I think that was the same thing as argument, sir.
yes. So it will be 4 over 3, which is 53.13. Are we together now? So let's try as much as possible to look into so many different questions that we can solve, and from there it will help us to be able to solve them clearly. Any question, please? Silence means no question, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because of our time, let's look at the cross products of two vectors. Cross product of two vectors. Cross product of two vectors let A equals to 3I plus 5J minus 7K, and B equals 2I minus 6J plus 4K. Now, when you see A cross, this is not multiplication, you call it cross in this case. You call it cross for this particular period. A cross B. Our A cross B will be equals to, we have I component, J component, and K component. So it's going to be 3, 5, -7. Then it's going to be 2, -6, 4. But before we solve this problem, I need to explain some things, certain background to you, so that when I'm solving it, using the components, you will understand better. So I can see the timer is still giving us. I don't think these people have upgraded it. I don't know why it's giving us this. So please, let me quickly solve this question. Then we will call it a day. I wish to use more time so that I can explain. But okay, let's look at this. When you have a matrix called A11, A12, A21, A22, who can tell us the dimension of this?
2 by 2 matrix. 2 by 2
matrix. So we have 2 by 2 matrix. Now, in this case now, if I want to find the absolute value, if I want to find the determinant of this multiplied by this minus this multiplied by this. So it's going to be A11, A22 minus A12, A21. But when it comes to 3 by 3, it's another ballgame. For 3 by 3, I have it to be A11, A12, A3, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So it simply means positive, negative, positive, and so on. But if I want to solve this problem now, I'll pick this one. I'll say A11 now. Where the column, the A1, this is the column. Why this is the row? This is the column, this is the row. So now, where the column A11 belongs to will paralyze, the column will also paralyze. So if the A11 belongs to first column, you can see it, and the second and the first row will also paralyze. The remaining one will be A22, A32, A23, A33. In case this thing can log out, please quickly log in. Minus A21, A12 rather, because this is minus. You pick the second one again, you release this one. I'm going to release this one now. Remember, I'm still giving you instruction. So A21, this one we cancel. The column 2 will paralyze, the row 1 will also paralyze. So we have A21, A31, then A23, and A33. So positive sign is the one on top here. So that is why you see negative sign is here. That's why this one is negative. This is positive. This is positive. That's why this one is positive. So we have positive A13. So the A13 where it belongs to will be paralyzed. The remaining one will be the one we are going to use. So the remaining one in this case is A21, A31, A22, A32. That's settles it. So you will multiply this one, it will now be A11 in brackets of this multiplied by this minus this. That is A22, A33 minus A23, A32 minus A12. You put everything together, A21, A33 minus A23, A31. Plus A13 will be A21, A32 minus A22, A31. So that's what they are saying. So we need to, so when you know this principle, it will help you to be able to solve this problem. as many problems that comes your way when it comes to 3 by 3. Any question? So let's quickly solve this one, whether the time can permit. So for us to solve the question, we have, remember we are solving A cross B equals to I, J, K, which is 3, 2, 5 minus 6 minus 7, 4. So positive, negative, positive. Take note of that. So remember we are doing 3 by 3. So I will be here. I belongs to first row, first column. The rest will be cancelled. 5 minus 6 minus 7, 4. Minus J now. So J belongs to second column, first row. We have 3, 2, negative 7, 4. Plus K. K belongs to third column, first row. 3, 5, 2 minus 6. So you can cross multiply and get your final answer. So you have I to be 5 in bracket 4 minus, so we have minus 7 multiplied by minus 6 minus J, which is 3 in bracket 4 and minus 7 multiplied by 2. Then K. K will be what? K, our K will be 3 in bracket minus 6 minus 5 in bracket 2. So we can get all our I out by saying I is equals to 20 minus times minus positive, which is 42. Minus J in bracket 12 plus 14 plus K in brackets minus 18 minus 10. So at the end of the day, you get your equation out to be, the first one will be minus 22I minus 26J, then minus 28K. That is what they ask you to calculate. Any question? Any question? Can I stop sharing, please?
I think the I is minus, so I think the I is minus 20.
Which one?
The I. I'm having issues with the 22.
Is it minus 20? 7 times 6 is what? 7 times 7, 49, right? 7 times 6 is 42.
42.
Then when you deduct, let's log out and join again, because this will time us out so that I can explain. Are you getting it? Let's log out.